All right, let's talk about parallel lines. Now, parallel lines are just lines that are are parallel to each other. They never meet. They're two lines in a plane that never meet. All right, and it turns out that their slopes are the same. If you look at the rise over the run of either one of these lines, you'll get the same value. Okay, so their slopes are the same. But it's also true that if you have two lines where their slopes are the same, that they are parallel. Okay, so both of those statements are true, right? Both if two lines are parallel, their slopes are the same. If their lines, if the and the converse of that is also true, that if the slopes are the same, then the lines are parallel. So what you need to know about parallel lines is this. Two distinct lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. Now this if and only if is a biconditional statement, which means that this works both ways, right? That two distinct lines are parallel if their slopes are equal, and we can read it backwards. If the slopes are equal, then the lines are parallel, okay? So that's what that if and only if means, that you can, both the statement and its converse are both true. All right, so if we have two lines, line 1 and line 2, then M1 and M2 are equal, if those are the corresponding slopes of those lines. All right, so let's take a look at example 5. Example 5. All right, example 5, we have line 1, L1. We're going to let that be a point, I'm going to let that be a line that passes through these 2 points, -2, 9, and 1, 3. And then L2 is a line that passes through -4, 10, and 3, -4. Okay, so we've got these lines defined by 2 points that they're passing through. And we want to determine whether these lines are parallel. So really all we need to do is just find the slopes of these lines. And since we have 2 points, we can just use those points to calculate the slope. So if I take the first line, I'll call the slope of the first line M1. And I'm just going to take the difference in the y-coordinates, so 3 minus 9, over the difference in the x-coordinates, so 1 minus a -2. All right, so that becomes 1 plus 2. So 3 minus 9 is a -6, and 1 minus a -2 is just 1 plus 2, which is 3. So I have a slope of -2. All right, let's calculate the slope for the second line. All right, we can look at the difference in the y-coordinates, so 10 minus a -4, right? If I take the first point first. And then I have -4 minus 3. All right, so 10 minus a -4 becomes 10 plus 4. So this is 14 over -7. And so again, we get a -2. So we can conclude, because the slopes of these two lines are equal, then yes, the lines are parallel. The lines are parallel. All right, that's all there is to it. So I'll meet you in the next video. We're going to talk about the equations of lines.